Hi guys, welcome back to Danger's HORDE Gaming. Let's play Vamp Part 6. Hope you enjoy because we will. Just sort everything out and then I'll be good to go. Go. Like major good to go.
Kick-off show, WrestleMania.
We'll watch it later.
Why? I can watch part 1 now.
That's what I'm saying.
Then just watch part 2 on Monday.
Yeah. Right. I will let everyone know that I'm live.
Just getting this set up. Hi sis!
Hi sis!
I need to find it on YouTube.
You'll find that.
Cause I haven't got it. You got it. I was found the other day but it wouldn't bring it up. Don't know what picture is. It's the same one that she's got, is it? Then she messaged you. Right. I'll look for it. Yeah.
That's a picture. I'm good. How are you, sis?
I must admit it was fun. I like to
That was fun. I am doing it again with you guys tomorrow. That was fucking awesome.
Like I tried with her Sophie and I'm like, it's blown up.
Hey, no, it was either me or sis that was getting thingy down. It was like, you sexist bastards. Like, you bastards. Haven't got a clue what we're doing on Vamp. Like, do you know what I mean? It was never the boys, was it? It was always me. Yeah, I was getting thingy down. It was never the bloody boys. Now they were like, yeah, look at us. Hi, look at you, Zai.
How is London? I've not seen beyond these walls in such a
Crazy.
long time.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Thanks for the love, guys. Appreciate it.
That's why I was telling you we everything was on.
Alright, because you had found that crazy old lady. What's her name?
Yeah.
Follow the yellow brick road.
No, I said follow ours.
Mine sounded better.
Follow the other come in no sense from the power.
Like I said, follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Why the fuck am I singing Winnie the Pooh?
I don't know, I think you go and you start singing Winnie the Pooh.
It's locked, all right.
Winnie, 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 oh Winnie the Pooh. Honestly, I didn't even know why the fuck I'm singing Winnie the Pooh. Winnie,
Are
Winnie,
you all
Winnie,
right,
Winnie, Winnie.
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I think he's
Don't
ready
you
for
know this is a
Morbid.
quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Can I go?
I'm investigating the epidemic. You had better get to a safe place while you still
I would
can.
love to,
Oh,
but
really?
you fucking remote's
Well,
not.
go investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg your pardon.
I said go. Leave me alone, sir.
I need to finish off Power on Netflix as well.
No, oh, man, you finished it as well. I'm trying to get things finished off as well.
What?
The Vampyr Diaries.
I've watched all that one.
Aye, you haven't. Couldn't watch it, mate, though. Right, so 1 hour's going this way.
Let's follow the arrow. I was gonna say let's follow the yellow brick road, but it wouldn't work.
Now you're singing with you start singing with the again. That's it.
I need to stop singing Winnie the Pooh.
How the fuck you wouldn't put stuck in your head?
I don't fucking know, ask it. Then again, don't.
Yeah, again, there's your heat.
Start off, you cheeky swine.
I'm not gonna go this way.
I can't get in that small hole. Not like that, obviously, you dirty bastard.
You're playing your colour game again?
No,
You fucking are.
I'm not.
Prove it. You are, I can tell by the smell on your face. And you're trying to say you don't play with my live stream. You lying little shit.
Well, my husband's catching up to us. You think I'm gonna let you catch up to me? Are you nuts?
Yeah, but I'm gonna fucking do this and you're gonna fucking sit and play fucking games.
I talk to my people.
You're not fucking, yeah, but you say you didn't do games when you were live streaming. You're lying shit.
Shut up, man, will you?
Yeah, we can do some live games, eh?
Excuse me?
Stop making it do that.
Excuse me?
You can do some live games, eh?
Excuse fucking me, laddie?
Have you got your thingy to finish off? You like the
Yeah,
stream?
I know I've got stuff to finish off and I will get around that. Okay? You don't have to fucking remind me what I've got to finish off.
Yeah, you said that the fucking no, you still didn't do it.
I was tired.
Great excuse.
Isn't it?
Alright, try that again one day.
It's locked.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I need lockpick. We've got Resident Evil finish off as well.
We've got loads of games to finish off.
Yeah, so we're gonna get it finished. Matthew's gonna do the normal trick.
What? What's my normal trick?
Start a new game before you get one finished off. You got how are you doing?
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Who's that?
Would you like to take communion with me now?
Oh,
The one that was his
father, father.
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
Dirty bastard.
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Harriet, Miss Jones, has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I'm a fucking poopy fucking
Strive to
booty booty
emulate
booty
your
booty.
merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over
Hashtag
to God,
that was me.
Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
I didn't catch it
These
there.
urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I have come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
He's creepy. Just putting that out there.
I really would like to believe your fairy tale. The good ghoul feeding upon the flesh of the dead. But I'm all out of innocence.
Do you question my faith, Dr. Reed?
Do you remember William? Oh, how his admiration for you was exceeded only by his hunger.
May his soul rest in peace.
A night will come, and you will suffer the same hunger. Someone who trusts you completely, a friend, will die never to wake.
You confuse your voracious appetite with my itchy hunger. I would never kill a friend, nor an innocent...
I believe you've discovered our defining difference.
No! No!
Think he enjoyed it too much. Your blood went. Literally. So there's that way. Oh shit. Sucks to be him, right?
You said you never killed one, but there wasn't there where you make.
True.
So how
It's
how
locked.
Is the kind of day just eating human flesh?
Oh, a lot.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah, but technically does it keep the hunger away though, for blood?
Nope.
And he was eating raw human flesh.
Just crazy, man.
But you said you never took a friend.
I don't believe that for fucking one bit.
It's like, especially if you look like vampire movies, they put a lot of that in the game. They can survive off human flesh, but when they get that blood rage, it takes over.
Suppose. Yeah, and then again, you might be right.
So whole pack of zombies though. Come on, these fights so long, human flesh before the blood rage takes over, because pretty much without the blood,
Useless!
killing themselves though, really.
Okay, mate, sounded a little bit better.
No, but you get your point though. That's the only thing that keeps the heart beating at the end of the day.
Yeah,
That,
suppose.
when you say heart.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game.
Yeah, me.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying. I thought it was my sister, so I ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton. But I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No. But I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
And I
you
don't care.
Really?
coward.
Why is that?
Because
Sorry.
this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Your life in London?
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Poor boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Married, fuck. There's some questions.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Really? Fucking hell.
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Babe!
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
I can't believe you said that. Yeah, he's standing right in front of you. Like, okay.
You're starting to
So we've got no hints to unlock. Well, we've done one hint.
Done one hint.
So how can we get more hints to, like? Do you know what I mean?
I think you get your thing up more. But right now I'm up to level 3. To control his main, I've got to be level 4.
I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street." That's near...
So there's plenty more we've got to get by the looks of it.
District. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Makes no sense, does it? Why has he got his mother's?
I know why. At least I think you do. There's only one thing that makes sense at this moment. Well, I'm thinking could not be his sister.
Or shall I find out won't we?
So I'm thinking he's better, but I don't. But he didn't bleed her dry.
Or shall I find out?
It's
You know
locked.
me, babe.
It's locked, all right.
You know, I don't think that makes sense to me with Bane Veil same way. Jonathan was, you mean? More.
Killing time!
Crush the leech, boys!
It's a fucking fiesta, and guess what? Go bust and pirates.
It's a killer!
Oh, go on in.
Come on, I got like 3,000.
Right, so is he Tecticel? Yeah, that one. We'll get one of them done. So like thingy's it, right? Go back, darling.
One get blood.
Blood, one of the blood ones. Aye.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I could get both of the ones done.
Well, I was just gonna see.
Yeah, but these are
Alright.
only 300, so I'm still in the gym.
Right, then one of them.
I'll try to get all 3 of these. Or 2 of these, I don't got that. There's 1,000. Still in
So
the
get the
gym.
next one. That's got the.
So another 1,000. So they've got 500.
Right.
Right? There's one
So-
saying,
Sauce down. Yeah.
right, there's 500 for that one. Leaves me with 200, which means I can't do anything.
Yeah. Well, these we've like got some different
I was
ones.
only fighting 2 people.
It's not bad. That like.
Check them. before we finish.
You know, there's a box.
Boxes and you put me stuff.
Alright.
I tried that last time, but no. Increase me stuff. Increase damage. Have that one. Don't have that one cooked up. What am I doing? That'll grab me and shut it.
Please, sir. Can't let you through. Let's pin it down!
A bit better, Gugu. Thank you for asking, bro. joined you. How are you doing?
Not a safe place. Right now, sir. Steady, boys! He's not on the move! I'll kill him! Kill you!
Oh, bless. I'm alright, thank you for asking. Okay. So we're in some fucking super factory. Box, box, box.
Nou, een pakje houden.
Did you get moved from full circle, did you? Right. So let's tell me to go straight ahead. Yep, definitely.
Killing stupid things! I'll kill it! Die, vermin! Die, beast!
Ooh. You know where you've just killed him? It looked like there was something there. I thought there was. I don't think you need to go there. Works every time. Right. Let's have a look. Where the hell look? I'm good. It must be out that way. Yeah. That way. You're heading the right way. So we're heading the right way.
"29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me?
We'll sure find out, won't we?
There's been a fight here.
Blood. Oh. Nah. Check everywhere. Follow the blood, I would. Wait. Out the window.
This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that? Where does this blood trail lead?
Keep going. Keeps going. Fucking hell. It keeps going.
Did you hear me? It's
Wasn't
elite!
me, that good.
He's dead! Bloody leech!
So much blood. Whoever was killed got dried out.
Big time by the looks of it. Right, let's follow this blood. So, straight down. Where that's taken we up.
Across all these streets, the lettering spire will be found here. You're surprising. Die, burning! Die, burning!
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire.
Search up.
This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family. Only a golden watch in her pockets. Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Jonathan!
What was that?
Up there.
I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you. They've all been butchered.
Talk about someone being fucking hungry.
I can still sense a presence.
Okay. Babe, go back over.
No, I'm not going to take this back down.
Alright.
And that's nasty.
Mm-hmm. Follow the bodies.
Come to me.
I feel someone's eyes upon my neck.
Someone help me! You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary.
Good night.
Is it really
I will
you?
find you.
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of
Hi,
course.
Kevin Daddy.
Hi, Kevin.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital.
I'm alright,
Cemetery
how are
to
you?
cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister.
cool.
I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I
Yep.
demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey, or forget, puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
Oh, so that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good. You left me to rot in this grave!
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
You've burned away Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster! Rest in peace, monster. Then kill him. Revel in your true nature. Assassin! I'll show you the same kindness you showed your... What have you done?
Oh, got that bitch already.
Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
At last. I can forgive you.
Hi, Mike. Maybe I'm bloody freezing.
Blood. As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
Fucking hell, on chapter 4 already, guys. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh, we've got some points as well for our blood thingies. We're good, how are you? Actually, door points. As we've got 6,000. So, what about with defense? We haven't done what yet. Like. Yeah. Now we can put some up a little bit as well, right? That. One. Yeah.
Level 1.
Ooh, just barely as well. What's that? No. No. Yeah.
I think it's your health. Yeah, it's your health.
Alright. I didn't even know what the hell that was, but whatever. And blood. Then we've got 205.
This is definitely spending down because nothing's coming up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Whoa. What the hell?
Right, hang on, because what
So...
I think it's the ones that have been talking about. I think you can...
Use more hints.
like, bait them. That's something I think you can take control of the mind of something, like,
Ooh.
find out what you need. Yeah, because I got one for her.
Right.
Which is her son. I haven't got one for him yet.
Right. Right. I've got none for him yet.
No, back on luck one now. I've got
2 more.
2 for him to get.
We've done all hers.
Yeah, which means I can talk them all.
None for him.
1 for him.
Yeah, we've got 3 more for him. 2 more for her. A lot
3
of more
more.
for him.
2.
3. Right. And 3 for him. Right.
Which means they're all downstairs.
Hmm. See what we can do.
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
No. Oh.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
I done her.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind.
So we've done...
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
That bloody nun gotta be Carla.
The pain. It's here again.
There's nothing in here.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Eh?
Daily routine.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
God
Goodbye,
damn it!
Nurse Hawkins.
right to disapprove of our methods?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Are you? Ooh, let's have a talk about you then.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
I'm all right.
I'm never good.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
Go to sleep then,
How are
Google. You get some rest.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured, you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Now can we do the mother, you
Sweet
think?
girl. Reads me like
Thank you.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Oh, just...
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
makes no sense, you know what I mean?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
I really hope you're right about this, Dr. Ackroyd. I'm trusting your judgment on this.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before.
Why not just kill him?
But I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
You better change your tone with me.
You are going to change your tone with me, my dear colleague. And very quickly.
I don't think so. Perhaps you think yourself protected by Dr. Swansea, but I am still a free man. And I will speak to you the way I want.
You fucking will not. There's a question. We've already used that hint. That one?
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
I saved many lives.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
I don't like him.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
I really don't like him. Just putting that out there. I really don't fucking like him.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Yeah.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I?
It's
These bodies are empty
1:16
vessels.
in the morning over here.
Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Most people fear dead flesh. How did you get the job? Most people fear dead flesh.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame.
You know, we
Not
live
death
in the UK, right? So it's going to be the same time for us.
What, does Finland in the UK, is he?
Yeah.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Right. Yeah.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Oh, you're in Ireland.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell
All I'm
all
going to say
kind
is a
of goods.
very good job. I can understand you when you talk.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very
Does that be
unhygienic,
fucked if I
even
did it?
unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember?
It is good.
And all
half
my
Irish
clients are good
and
people.
half Scottish.
In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to
You're
buy
half
things.
backwards as well.
So I trade,
Half Irish,
I
half
exchange.
Scottish.
Some people sell,
Half bacon.
some others buy. I like to help.
Me dad found that out from his side.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir. Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Good
Yes.
night, Cuckoo.
But the good
Take
news
care.
Good night,
is
Cuckoo.
we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Hey. So
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
God darn it.
Right, let's save.
Enjoy what the boss says.
How long is it going to take to fix me properly? A month? A year? You have the right to disapprove.
Right. So. Oh, me bugger beat.
There we go.
So guys, we're now going to do some uploads because this was the last live that we were doing for the night. So we're going to do some uploads. So to then, take care, stay safe, be respectful to each other. And we'll catch you guys when we next go live. To then, arigato. Goodbye. Good night, everyone.
Bye, guys.